Y'all already know who I am. Y'all already know why I'm here. D Jose 101 Raw review. Watching the Boston Celtics game versus Orlando Magic right now. Pretty good game going on, gotta say. Let's not waste any time. Raw review. Batista comes out, gets booed heavily, and screams for a spotlight and says that he said I quit because he felt he was being threatened. And then Justin Roberts announced that Bret Hart was going to be coming out, and Bret Hart is the new general manager of Raw. And Bret says if Cena is still champion, he'll fight the three other guys at Fatal Four Way. And then Batista did his little, "You think I won't quit? You think I won't quit? I quit." But we all know that in reality, Batista did not quit Raw legitimately. He is still with the company for a few more weeks, possibly until SummerSlam. Then he might leave, but never say never. And then Mark Henry versus Lame Ass. It was all right. Qualifying match. Lame Ass won. Bicycle kick. There we go. And then John Lovett's our guest host tonight. He was all right for a guest host. Better than Buzz fucking Aldrin. I would the worst guest host of all time. But he was on the phone with Mr. McMahon. Maurice comes in and says some shit, and he says he's there to promote his new comedy club. Plugs it, and then he's doing like some Superstars Got Talent thing later tonight. And then we cut to Bret Hart backstage, talking to Edge and Jericho. And Randy Orton is also, by the way, in the Fatal 4-Way qualifying match with Cena. And then they all argue who's the better Canadian. And Jericho said it'll make Bret's life a living hell if he doesn't watch it. And then Bret said he looked forward to it as we go to a commercial. Then we went to Maurice Fox and Maurice and Alicia Fox versus Eve Torres and Gail Kim. Then we went to R-Truth versus The Miz. And for what it was an alright match for the U.S. title. R-Truth won, which I thought was kind of cool, but he fucked up and should not have done the lie detector. They need to give R-Truth a new finisher because that lie detector looks fake as fuck. Anybody could kick out of that. I thought it was alright. And then Josh Matthews is with John Cena and inside of being champion. And he's exhausted and he's tired and all this other shit. And he's still going to stay champion and overcome the odds. Same old boring shit. And then we went to the guest host segment of the night. Didn't care. Santino just did this one submission thing. DiBiase no-sold it. And then got a Dream Street. Virgil got fucked up by Santino's like mandible claw type thing. And that was it on that. Then we went to the Hart Dynasty versus William Regal and Vladimir Kozlov. Regal got jobbed out in this match. No surprise there. Dynasty hit the heart attack on Regal for the win. And then Jimmy and Jules, Uso, and Tamia from FCW hit the ring and attacked the Hart Dynasty. They're all related to the Wild Samoan family and whatnot. And then Josh Matthews is talking to the NXT rookies, and then they all trade shots and shit. And then we go to probably the best segment of the night, the Daniel Bryan, Michael Cole storyline, which Michael Cole is going to sue Daniel Bryan worth everything. Yeah, right. Cole's going to get his fucking head kicked in. Edge is in his locker room getting ready for the match, and then they all try to double team Cena and all that shit. They're all talking about we should double team Cena, and then Edge just says, if you don't get out of my way, you might get taken out. And then we went to the main event match of the night. Chris Jericho versus Edge versus Cena. This was actually a good match. one thing I could say is that I like the double finishers. At one point, Cena had Edge in the STFU, and then Jericho had Edge in the walls of Jericho. And then we saw a lot of like roll ups and false finishes. And then Jericho hit the Enziguri on Edge. And then Cena got knocked down with a clothesline. Cena tried the attitude adjustment on Edge, but Edge fought out. Jericho hit a code breaker on Cena. Walked around. Jericho walked around a little bit. Edge hit the spear right away. And then Edge is the final participant. And then after the match, Lame-ass comes out to size up his competitors and look all intimidating. And then Stone Cold Baby Orton came out and made his first and only fucking appearance of the night. And all these fuckers stare at each other. Tonight's Raw was decent. Not too much happened. I mean, I'd recommend watching the R-Truth Miz match. It was decent. And I'd recommend the main event. And I'd recommend the opening segment with Bret Hart and Batista. And that's really about it. Overall, if I was going to rate this Raw, I'd maybe give it about a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. Thought it was good, but not too great. Anyway, I'm DOZ101. And real quick, don't forget to get registered on Wrestling Revolution by June 1st for a DVD raffle of your choice.